Best, I like the fact that it's tailored to our field, right down to the name, really, inclusion. Everything we do on all the work we do, and everybody in this field hasn't had an agency yet to date that has had a company that tailors everything just to them. It allows me to check up on the hours a lot easier than I was able to before as to what people are scheduled for and versus what they're actually working. So it keeps the wage budget intact a lot better. Beautifully. Anything we needed at any point, IBEX responded immediately. They had staff coming out to our office. We had staff going to their office. There were lots of times I even felt guilty, like we were maybe asking a little bit too much of the IBEX staff, but when in doubt, they had no problem with anything, and they were always happy to help. The IBEX team, their response time is immediate. Their assistance with the entire field has been great, and I really can't say enough about the IBEX team. And you know, I don't know how many employees IBEX actually employs, but really with how great everybody's been, it seems like you guys would have hundreds of employees, because everybody is so great and so fast and so immediate with us that it's been absolutely wonderful. Really? Okay, again. Okay. You know, I truly believe that it's the staff within a company that sells it, and I just think that all the staff at IBEX are completely wonderful. They've been there for us throughout it all, tailored things to our needs, and it's all the staff at IBEX, pardon me, that have sold it all. It's web-based. All of the team leaders, everybody has access to it at any point. They don't have to come into the office to get it done. Is really convenient for all of our staff. It's also a very easy system to use. From the start, I think it was, again, just the fact the staffing report is what really also sold me too. The staffing reports that we're required to send into agency and accountability can be quite daunting, especially if you're not an accountant yourself. So the fact that all that is done within the system was a good selling part, and that set it apart for me. That alone was good enough. Again, working together. You know, there was a lot of, everybody kind of worked within their own island, if you will, and just took care of what they needed to, but now they're working together a lot more with the payroll administrator to understand it all. Even as myself, so the payroll administrator can take more than 1 week off at a time, I'm going to be learning payroll as well in this upcoming fall. So just all of us understanding the entire system has been really great, and everybody's leaning on each other now as opposed to everybody just going to the payroll administrator or just going to me with questions. So it's actually created a lot more cohesiveness within our management team. What I didn't expect, which was absolutely wonderful, was the fact that IBEX staff created a spreadsheet for us according to the actual payroll data, even though we hadn't been using it, which I wouldn't have expected, you know, because it was our own fault that we didn't get onto the system fast enough and using the daily pay as we should have. So again, the IBEX staff going above and beyond was really wonderful. They can also answer their staff questions, their direct service staff questions now. If they're asking, well, why didn't I get overtime for this, or why am I only getting paid this vacation amount, or whatever it is, they can now answer those questions as opposed to having 50 employees going just to the payroll administrator. They can actually talk to their managers. I think anybody who works in this field specifically would gain a lot from inclusion. And I think the sooner you're up and running with it, the better, which is what we're learning. We definitely, over the next 6 months, we're going to start using it all. I've made a promise to myself and my team leaders that we'll do that. But I can absolutely see once we are using the entire system and all it is capable of, it will make things a lot easier.